Majestic mountains, breathtaking views, and pristine wilderness. But behind the scenic postcards is a side filled with secrets, stolen moments, and things that go bump in the night, or rather get swiped from your car. Welcome back to American Travel Fun. I'm Chuck, your host, where we talk about traveling in America and having fun doing it. Otherwise, what's the damn point? Except this time, we're checking out which national parks are most likely to make you a victim, and why your phone might be the next thing someone borrows without asking. And just to let you know, these numbers are very closely estimated, and the reason for their estimation is because depending on when you go, on what day, during what activity, and depending on how many people are in that park that day, depends on your chances of being victimized. That being said, these are the 10 U.S. national parks with the highest reported crime numbers estimated between 2020 and 2024, including top crime types, total reports, and estimated chances of victimization. Now on with the show. And starting with the 10th most likely national park to become a victim of a crime, Olympic National Park, Washington. With an estimated 2.5 to 3 million visitors per year, there has been, in the 4-year period between 2020 and 2024, between 5 and 900 crime reports. The top 3 crimes reported were theft, traffic violations, including DUI, and vandalism. And you're going to see a lot of the same ones over and over again, with a few that get swapped up. Vandalism's one that gets swapped up. And the estimated chance of becoming a victim here is 1 in 3,000 to 6,000. That's actually not that bad if you think about it. I mean, there's between 2.5 and 3 million, and that's not great, but it's not bad. You probably have a better chance walking outside your door and becoming a victim in your local neighborhood. And just to let you guys know, they do have one really mysterious crime that I found while I was looking all this up. I fell down this rabbit hole and I just kept looking it up. But basically, in Olympic National Parks and Olympic National Park's Lake Crescent, a waitress named Hallie Illingworth vanished in 1937 and was found 3 years later. Her body was preserved by the lake's near freezing water, not frozen, but near freezing. And apparently this process is called saponification. I'll put it on screen because I can't say it. It's saponification. And they say that the ghost still endures around there. And this is one of the park's most enduring ghost stories, which I think is really great. And number 9, we have the Great Smoky Mountains National Park, which straddles both North Carolina and Tennessee. Has an estimated annual visitor count of between 12 and 14 million, depending on the year. And the estimated total crime reports in that 4-year period are between 2 and 3,000. And the most common crimes reported are theft and larceny, which takes place mostly in the parking lot areas, so you need to watch out there. Traffic violations, a lot of DUIs as far as traffic violations, and vandalism, once again, which people, for whatever reason, want to go up and vandalize everything they see. Don't know why. A lot of beautiful historical old things that cannot be replaced. You want to go and put your initials in the old cabin. Don't do it. Don't do it. Nobody cares if Johnny loves Judy. Nobody cares. Go do it on your own tree. Number 8, Grand Teton National Park, Wyoming. With an estimated annual visitor count of between 3 and 4 million, they have a total crime report of between 700 and 1,200. And the most common reports, again, are theft and larceny, traffic violations, but no DUI on this one, so they're a little bit better than the rest. And wildlife incidents. Feeding animals and harassment. Now, you shouldn't do that. One, you shouldn't be feeding any wild animal. These animals are wild. They're not in cages, petting farm or petting zoo. It's not a petting zoo or anything where you can feed the animals carrots. Don't do that. And harassment, and you shouldn't be harassing the animals. This is their home. You don't want someone coming to your home and harassing you, do you? No. And the estimated chances of becoming a victim is 1 in 25 to 5,700. Number 7, Arcadia National Park, Maine. Estimated annual visitors are between 3.5 and 4 million, and the total reported crimes are between 800 and 1,500 over a 4-year period. And of course, the top ones are theft and larceny, traffic violations, and we got our DUIs back, vandalism, and property damage. Property damage is a little bit different. You don't see that one too much. And the estimated chances of becoming a victim here are 1 in 2,300 to 5,000. And number 6, Denali National Park Preserve, Alaska. Estimated visitors is between 400 and 600,000. And the estimated total reports between 2020 and 2024 is between 500 and 900. And again, it's theft and larceny, traffic violations, but this time we have vehicle incidents, which makes a lot of sense. You have a lot of bad weather, mountain roads, animals, big animals that you can't move with your car and will win if you play chicken with them. And once again, we have vandalism. Not property damage, just vandalism. And the estimated chance of becoming a victim is 1 in 500 to 1,200. And number 5, Yosemite National Park, California. Estimated annual visitors is between 3.5 and 4 million, with an estimated total crime reports in that 4-year period between 1,200 and 2,000. And yes, the top ones, you'll never guess what they are. Theft and larceny, traffic violations, vandalism, including property damage this time, with an estimated chance of you becoming a victim of one of these crimes is 1 in 1,700 to 3,300. And moving on to number 4, we have Zion National Park in Utah, with estimated annual visitors between 4 and 5 million. Estimated total reports between 1,300 and 2,200. And yes, here we go, theft and larceny. But this time, it's especially from vehicles and lodging. I don't know if they're breaking into the lodges or if people are leaving their doors unlocked and that's how they're getting in and stealing their stuff. I honestly don't know, but lock your doors, guys. Definitely lock your doors. Don't think just because you're at a nice, beautiful park and you look around and you don't see anybody that there's nobody there. Oh, there's a bunch of people there. You just can't see them because the park's so freaking big. But yeah, apparently at their lodging, they have some problems with theft. So be careful there if you're staying on site. Traffic violations and vandalism, but no DUIs. So that's a good thing. And vandalism, again, I don't know what that's from, but I'm going to assume it's from everyone wanting to tag the rocks and stuff, which again, you guys shouldn't do that. Quit tagging rocks. Nobody cares what gang or hood you're from. Nobody cares. And what are the chances of you being victimized while here? It's 1 in 1,800 and 3,800. And number 3, Rocky Mountain National Park, Colorado, with an estimated visitor count of between 4 to 5 million. Within that 4-year span, they've had between 1,500 and 2,500 crimes reported. And yes, with the top ones, once again, as always, Old Faithful, theft and larceny, with traffic violations, including DUIs, and vandalism. Estimated chance of becoming a victim is 1 in 1,600 to 3,300. Number 2, Yellowstone National Park, Wyoming, Montana, and Idaho, with an estimated annual visitors between 4 and 5 million. Total reports in that 4-year period are between 1,800 and 2,800. And the top crimes reported are theft, larceny, including vehicles, cabins, and campsites. So again, you have to watch out for where you're sleeping, even your campsite, cabins and cars. So make sure they're locked, secured, cemented down. I don't know. Especially with the cabins. That's the one that's kind of a little scary. Like, why the cabins? You also have a lot of traffic violations, including DUIs, DUIs. This is the mountains, guys. Come on. Why? Go to your cabin and get drunk and stay there. And then that way, nobody will break in because you're already there. Disturbing the peace, which is a little bit different, and disorderly conduct. So apparently, with all these DUIs, they start driving around, they start disturbing the public, and I don't know, whatever disorderly conduct would be, however that's different. So yeah, that's a party place. Party, Yellowstone party. Here's another little quick fact, just to kind of fits in here a little bit. Did you know that there's a weird legal quirk in Yellowstone National Park? It's called the Zone of Death. Basically, there's a tiny part of the park in Idaho, but legally it's a part of Wyoming's court district. Now, the 6th Amendment says you get a jury trial in the state and district where the crime happened. Problem is nobody lives in that part of Yellowstone. So theoretically, you could commit a crime and it'd be impossible to form a jury, potentially letting you get away with it. Now, I'm not saying to go try it. Don't go do it. Don't go trying it. Hell, I'm saying don't go try it. But it's interesting. It's just a bizarre little loophole that I found. Thought y'all would be interested in that because, since we're dealing with crime, there you go. And number 1, place that you're most likely to become a victim is the Grand Canyon National Park, Arizona. Estimated annual visitors between 4 and 5 million. Estimated reports between 2,500 and 3,500. And theft and larceny are at the top of the list, including items stolen from vehicles is their big one. So make sure you're doors are extremely locked and your items are hidden within your locked car. Hell, just put it in your trunk. I don't know. Leave them in the hotel room. Vandalism seems to be a big thing here. Damage to trails, signs, and historical sites, which really, I don't know why you would want to do that. The estimated chance of being a victim is 1 in 1,100 to 1,800. But at the end of the day, the national parks are still some of the safest destinations in the country. But that doesn't mean you shouldn't be aware of what's going on around you. Check out the news reports before you go. Be aware of what's been happening. Maybe go on to the national park website, see if they have any warnings. So what do you guys think? Does this stop you from wanting to go to these parks, or do you not really care? You're still going to be like Grandma Norma Jean from the 1930s who just leaves her doors unlocked just in case someone needs to get in the middle of the night? Because you never know, just in case. Have you ever had any unexpected or suspicious activity or experiences while in a national park? Share your stories down in the comments below. I'd love to find out and hear them all. And as always, thank you for watching and have fun, guys.